Derivation of timbers, defects in timbers and industrial timbers. So what is timber? Timber is nothing but it is sometimes it is called lumber also. It is a wood used for building or other engineering purpose. So anything which is bulky or which can be used for construction purpose can be called timber. Simple any plant which is smaller in size cannot be called timbers. If it is cannot be cut into different logs or it cannot be used for construction or building purpose, then it cannot be called timbers. So timbers should be bulk trees. So what are green timbers? Green timbers are nothing but it is a freshly cut timbers in different logs or different parts. So what are the advantages of timbers? Timbers are widely available because it is natural elements which grows easily anywhere in the world. It is easy to transport and handle. It has some thermal insulation capacity, that's why it is used for. It has sound absorption capacity, electrical resistance, absorption of the shock, and it can be easily repaired and altered. So for what purpose in building timbers are used in? For construction of the doors, windows, frames, roofing, trusses, formwork, chairs, bed, and any tables or any structures which can be easily created like frame of the TV and other things. So what are the classification of the tree? Based on the growth, there are two classification of the trees. One is endogenous and another is exogenous. Exogenous can be further classified as conifer and deciduous. So what is endogenous or exogenous trees? Exogenous trees are those trees which grows outward, like its trunk will keep on expanding and it will grow both in vertical as well as horizontal direction. Conifer tree are those which grows in a conical directions, and they are evergreen tree and they are pointed needle-like leaves are in most of the hilly areas and cold climate. Conifer trees can be found, and it has the property of light color, resinous, which means it has very thin layers will be there, lightweight, and it will be also called as softwood. Some of the example can be deodar, cheer, and pine. Deciduous trees are those trees which fall their leaves once in a year or twice in a year, and these are mostly suitable for construction purpose. In our country, most of the trees will be deciduous trees. What is the how we can recognize deciduous trees? This has dark skins, not resinous, it has heavy weight, and it is also called hardwood. An example can be sesame, oak, teak, etc. So classification of tree based on the growth and how we can identify soft and hardwood. So softwood will have lighter color, it will have faster growth, it will have lighter weight, it will have low density, it will have a indistinct annual rings will be there, and hardwood will have darker colors, it will have slower growth, it will have heavier weight, it will have high density, it have distinct layers or rings will be there, and a strong or cross section grains will be there. Endogenous trees which have most of the growth will be in vertical direction and its diameter will not change most of the times, but its density will keep on growing with the growth, with the increase in the age of the plant. It will not expand horizontally. Like example of the bamboo, palm, their diameter will not change over years, their density will change. So classification can be also based on the position, grade, modulus of elasticity, durability, seasoning of the character, and treatability. So based on positions, like when the tree are standing or when it is live, then it is called standing tree. When it has fallen due to some natural calamity or when it is cut, then it is called rough. And converted when the trees are cut into different logs or different parts or different forms, then it is called converted. Based on modulus of elasticity, there can be three groups A, B, C. A more than 12.5 kilonewton per square meter will be highest elasticity, and then second B will be 9.5 to 12.5 kilonewton per square meter, and then category will be C, which will be the lowest, 5.9 to 9.5 kilonewton per square meter. This will have the lowest elasticity. It means that the structure will break. When we apply some strength, then it will break. So A category will have more strength, it will not break easily, it will have more elasticity. And based on availability, like when in a particular area, when we are calculating from a particular village or particular area, then availability more than 1415 square meter per year is available, a particular type of tree is there, then it will be called X category. When it is available 335 square meter to 1415 square meter per years, then it will be Y. So based on the geographical locations, this category of the plant will change, because based on their available areas, this category is classified. Based on durability, high durability, which is more than 10 years durable woods like the sesame, mango trees, they will be called high durability tree. Medium durability will be 5 years to 10 years. This will be other tree like some jamun tree and other tree will be there. So their life will be 5 years to 10 years. And low durability, those which have lifespan of less than 5 years. Based on seasoning, there are three categories of refractory: high, medium and low. A category is those which has a slow and difficult to season, and they take longer duration to get seasoned. And then medium category B may be seasoned free from surface defect, and category C is rapidly seasoned free from defect. So it can be seasoned very fast within few or 2-3 hours. Based on treatability means how we can work on it, how we can make different shapes from the wood. So A, B, C, D, E, F will be 5 category based on the how easily we can treat it for making some structures. This is the structure of the tree. The central part is called pith, and then just out of the central part will be heartwood, then sapwood, and then cambrium, then inner bark will be there, outer bark, and medullary rays will be there. These are the structures. This will be the structure of the deciduous or coniferous tree, which will be a hardwood tree will be there. So processing of the timbers has 4 stages. First is felling or cutting of the trees, then seasoning of the tree, then sawing of the tree, preservation of the timbers. So these are the 4 steps through which the timber can be processed. So how seasoning can be done, or why seasoning is necessary? Seasoning is necessary to reduce the shrinkage and wrapping of the plank or the wood, increases strength and increase durability, workability, and they reduce the tendency of decaying, and they make it suitable for painting, because a smooth surface will be there, then painting can be easily done. Reduce its weight, because rough surface can be removed and only usable part will be there. So seasoning can be done through different process, natural and man-made process are there. In natural process, there is air seasonings, where the wood planks are stacked with spacing so that natural air can ventilate to, and it can cross ventilation can go through, and it can dry easily. Then there is water seasonings, where the logs of the woods are kept in the rivers, where the wood will stay there for 2 to 4 weeks, and this will remove their moistures, and this will also is a natural process of seasoning. In this process, it is better process, because in this process there will be low amount of shrinkage or wrapping of the tree, because it will remain in the same position and same surface, so it will have better seasoning capacity. Then there are man-made seasoning process like artificial seasonings, And these are four processes like boiling, kiln seasonings, chemical seasoning, electric seasoning. So boiling is like boiling in the water. Kiln seasonings mean keeping kiln and rotating through hot airs. Then chemical seasonings mean drying in the chemicals, mixing with some chemicals and keeping for few hours. And electrical seasonings mean keeping in the electrical chambers, and due to thermal process it can be seasoned. So artificial source seasonings like uh, boiling in the hot water. Kiln seasonings is airtight chambers are kept and hot air is blown there, and food can be seasoned. Chemical seasonings where the lines are kept together in a solution of the sodium chloride or sodium nitrate, and then it is seasoned. Electrical seasonings where the alternating or high current frequency is passed through the timbers and heat is introduced internally and timbers start drying, and then it gets seasoned fastly. So in most of the industrial process, like uh, woods that are used in industrial construction, they are used through electrical seasoning. Preparation of the timbers are sawing of the timbers can be done in four different ways: ordinary sawing, like flat sawing, water sawing, and tangential sawing or radial sawing. In four different type of sawing, the structures are shown there. Preservation of the timbers. Preservation of the timbers can be done through different methods, and basically preservation is done to make the wood effectively resist fungi, insect, and other action of the weather. It make it durable, make it appearance durest, and increases strength of the wood, and it also removes unpleasant smell. So preservative should not be and it make it non-inflammable, so that could not catch fires, and it should be cheap or easily available, so that timbers can be preserved easily for anywhere. So these are the preservatives which are commonly used in India. Coal tars, which is commonly used for woods that are used outside, like for the surface fencing purpose, or pole electrical poles are used. So those are colored by the coal tars and they are preserved. Sodium paints, like exposed surface, outer surface of the wall, doors, or outer surface of the wooden roofs are used sodium paints, but it should be used frequently, like annually you have to paint, then it will, but coal tars will remain for few years. If once painted, it will remain there for few years. Chemical salt are used for preserving interior part of the woods, or creosote is also a part of the coal tar, which is the liquid format, and this is used in industrial purpose only, because this need to be heated at 50 degrees Celsius, only then it can be applied. ASUs is developed by a Forest Research Institute of India, and this is available both in liquid and chemical powder format, which can be applied. So this is already discussed here. This is already discussed. Now we will discuss the defect of the timbers. So there are different star shake. Star shakes happens when the outer surface has cracks, and there is ring shake when interior of the rings there will be some hollow part will be there, and heart shakes when the tree suddenly start growing faster and then some interior part has hollow sections. A ring ball is formed when we try to cut the branches of the tree and it is not cut properly, then it will a bulgy part will be there. A knot will be formed when the branches are cut in such a way that it goes deep inside the tree, or sometimes the branches decays out, then it becomes some type of hollow in the tree. Twisted fibers are formed when the tree is it has a resistance of air blow. Air flow is there, continuous airflow, so sometimes in wind the tree can get twisted. So this is already discussed. And the other defect can be due to abnormal growth, like foxiness. The central part of the is diverted in some particular direction, and because of those has the highest part, and if this defect is there, then there will be some problem in sewing or cutting of the tree. Due to seasonings also there can be four type of defect, like those the plank will narrow down, or it will bend. A cup size, it will narrow down in a channel format, and sometimes it may get twisted, or sometimes it gets wrapped. So due to fungi there can be dry rot or there can be wet rot. When there is a dry rot, then yellowish powder will be there. When it is wet rot, then greyish brown powder will be there due to fungus infection. Industrial timbers are timbers, those are manufactured scientifically in factories. So they have a very good strength, they are very durable, and they are better than ordinary timber materials, and they can be also converted into different desired shape and sizes. So different type of industrial timbers are veneers, plywood, hardwood, chipboard, and blockboards. Veneers are the small thin layers of the wood which are cut through the wooding inset cutters, and plywood is made through stacking of the different layers of the veneers, and hardwood is made by the thermal compaction of the plywood, and chipboard is made from the raw sawdust, which is when we cut the tree or when we in saw machine, there will be lot of dust will be there, so compacting those dusted chipboard can be created. A blockwood is made from the thin layers of the plywoods which are stuck together, and then they are stuck together by the veneers. So these are the five types of the different type of plywoods, which is industrial timbers, which are manufactured, and most of the constructions of the doors, windows are being done through these industrial timbers, because they are in a proper shape and they are easy to work. So this we have already discussed here. So industrial timber have different density: medium, normal, or tempered. Tempered has the highest density, which is more than 1200 kg per square meter, and most of the timbers are available in a 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, or 12 mm. So 3 is the thinnest, 4 is a bit thicker, 5, 6, 9. Most of the tables are made from the 6 or 8 mm plywoods. Chipboard we have already discussed. Blockboard we have already discussed. Thank you for discussion.